The New Zealand versus US dollar has not been without its volatility like all the other major currency pairs. The price, however, has found a resistant sellers against key resistance targets in trading this week, which has helped to put a lid on the pair and threatens the upside moves that we've seen from the end of last week. I'm going to talk about that and more in this video, so let's get started. I'm looking at the hourly chart of this currency pair, and at the end of last week, the price had been showing some negative reaction against the 100 bar moving average on the 4-hour chart. That's this blue line right here. We move lower into the close on Friday, closing below this swing area. So things were looking more bearish. But what I outlined in my weekend video report was that if the price were to get above this cluster of moving average, including the 200-hour moving average, 100-hour moving average, and the 100-bar moving average on the 4-hour chart, it would be more bullish. And on Monday's trade, we did try to move above that level initially and then rotated back down. But the key was holding the support against the 200-hour moving average. And the next time the price moved above the 100-bar moving average on the 4-hour chart, the highest of those moving averages, we saw increased momentum, which took the price up toward other swing levels up here, including this swing high area right through here, which was defined by obviously these two swing highs going back in time to earlier January, the January highs. We did find willing sellers against that level, rotated downside, and the next day, that was yesterday, the price moved up toward the 38.2% retracement, the move down from the end of November high. That level came in at 0.56688 and found willing sellers against that level. Also, the price tested the 200-bar moving average on the 4-hour chart and the swing area right here. So now we've established this area as a stronger resistance level. The subsequent fall to the downside in trading yesterday, where do we find support? Well, the 100-hour moving average right here. So buyers came in against the moving averages down here. Sellers came in against a 38.2% retracement in the swing area up here. So the boundaries have been set. In trading here today, the initial high price that we saw in the early Asian session came in toward the low of the swing area, found willing sellers, pushed to the downside, and have since rotated back to the upside. And where do we find sellers? Against a 38.2% retracement in this swing area up at the top. So the ceiling is getting stronger and stronger up here. Sellers are making a play. What we know is that if the price can stay below that level, the sellers remain in play. People know that I like to see the price extend above the 38.2% retracement of a trend move to show that the buyers mean business. In this case, they haven't been able to do that. So the sellers are still in play. The buyers still have work to do. If the price were to get above this level, then all bets are off, and we look toward the 50% retracement as the next key target on the top side. However, if the price remains below that level, you got to look for other rotations to the downside. Maybe this low price that we saw from earlier in the day as the first target. Then we maybe look toward the rising 100-hour moving average on the downside. That would be the next key target on the downside to get to and through if the sellers are taking control, followed by the other moving averages as outlined earlier in this video. So the stage is set. We do have a nice ceiling there in play for the New Zealand versus US dollar. We'll see if the sellers can remain in control and push the price further to the downside. My name is Greg Michalowski. Good fortune with your trading. Bye-bye now.